Don't let me ever buy another John Elliott t-shirt. What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be going over 5 things you need to think about before you purchase a sneaker or clothing item.
Guys, this is based off of our experiences. We just want to make sure you guys protect your money.
Protect your hard-earned money. Let's get into the first one. Woo, so number 1 right here, one thing you got to think about is how it ages. You know, is it going to be cool 1 year from now, 2 years from now? Just like food, clothing and sneakers has a shelf life.
I mean, if nobody wants it, there is no value, technically.
Exactly. The Dead Serious hoodie. Oh,
Rich,
man.
As hype as I got with you, I almost had to ask you, like, is it worth it? And why is that?
Yeah, so recently, LRG brought back their Dead Series hoodie. This
Iconic
was cool,
piece.
like, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
They brought it back for an anniversary. You know, I thought I was going to purchase it, but then I had to think about this right here. Hey, I don't see myself wearing this during the summer.
At the end of the day, it's half a costume.
Literally, you can only rock that thing in October, maybe November.
And this is a huge point because we were hyped, right?
Yeah.
And not everything that's hype is actually good, right?
That's a heavy
Especially
statement. Repeat that. Repeat.
Not everything is hype is actually good, right?
That is very true. And you know, I get it. It's okay to have some of these pieces in your wardrobe. These are called the live in the moment pieces.
True.
You know, not every
We all have them. We all have them.
Not every single purchase is going to be sound, solid decision. But we're just,
you can't have too much.
If you could limit those a little bit, it'll really help you out. So yeah, there we have it for number 1, man. How it ages. Anything else, Tan?
Man, you just got to make sure. You almost gotta look in the future.
Ooh.
You know, don't get too caught up in
Editor,
the moment.
Could we put the
cloud,
the future globe thing?
Yeah, the futuristic. You gotta look into the future.
Snow globes.
I don't think there's snow globes like
You
that.
know the things that sidekicks be using.
Oh man, what are those?
Globes, just globes.
You just gotta look in the future.
Crystal ball.
Crystal ball. There it
You
is.
said snow globe.
Come on, man. Over here shaking it under the
All right,
little
let's
flakes
move on
and
to number
everything.
2. All right, so number 2 right here. One thing you need to think about before you purchase something is how it washes. We're talking physically, because some pieces, man, after the washer and dryer,
It does not look the same.
They
Quality
totally different.
For some reason goes out the window.
Exactly.
So with that being said, you have to look at and think about how much are you gonna pay to take care and maintain the piece.
Yes, because I mean, you know, those dry cleaning fees rack up.
Those will add up, and they're not. They're not cheap, but they're also not expensive. But
Yeah.
if you do it and you love that piece and you're taking care of it, maintaining it,
Yeah.
it's gonna add up. So
I do factor in when I see a piece and I'm like, okay, after I wash this, it's gonna look exactly the same. I like that. You know, like there are some pieces that just can take the abuse of a washer and dryer, and you gotta value those. You gotta value those.
sure,
you know?
for sure.
But then you have pieces that are more delicate,
that definitely need something
a
that
little more tender love and care.
you can't just
know?
throw it in a dryer and wash it.
Exactly. The tender love and care pieces are expensive. All right, so there we have it for number 2. Let's move on to number 3. Woo, so this one right here, huge. Something I had to learn throughout the years is brand recognition. And I'm not saying you buy pieces only for someone else's opinion, but just know if it only has a tag and you know that it says that particular brand on that tag, you're buying it for yourself.
Yeah,
You're buying it for yourself.
I get it. There's brand loyalty. But you don't have to stay that loyal. A huge example would be, I used to kind of question when you would spend a hefty dollar on those John Elliott tees.
Oh, the John Elliott, man, I was strictly doing it for myself. I have no, I till this day, I don't understand why, but just know I chalk it up to product research.
I was gonna say, usually you're good at that, you know?
But
That's a good excuse.
I just, genuinely, I was like so curious.
Yeah.
They're $80 t-shirts, right? And I'm like,
how good can it be, right?
What is it about this that makes it $80? And you know what it came down to? Nothing.
I feel you. I was questioning. I didn't want to hurt your feelings. I'd be like, man, is this what it is? Is this worth $80?
Don't let me ever buy another John Elliott t-shirt. So what we're saying is just, are you gonna get a lot of bang for your buck when it comes to what this t-shirt or piece or whatever you're buying represents? You know, you want it to have some brand recognition. You want people to realize, hey, he spent his money on that.
Exactly. But nowadays there are cheaper alternatives. You could actually get good quality, just as good quality pieces that it's not gonna cost you arm and leg.
Exactly. It's kind of like our RLC t-shirts. We understand you're not gonna get a lot of brand recognition out of them, but we wanted them to be affordable. You're gonna get the quality of like your $100 t-shirts and everything. So yeah, that way you can spend your money on things that are gonna have brand recognition, a lot of logo, whatever you guys. Basically, people are gonna recognize. Hey, that's expensive.
Exactly.
Woo! So this one right here, probably the one that we bring up the most on the channel, Tan. Years and years of saying this. Make sure that piece has some resale value.
Oh my God. At least half, right? Is there a rule of thumb?
I'm not saying everybody a hustler. I'm not saying everybody the
reseller,
hustler, reseller out there. You don't always got to make a ton of money on that piece, but at least get some buyback. At least get a little value from what you paid.
Because this rule right here, this tip, there's no going back. There's no return policy. You could buy it and try to return the next day. Most of these brands and department stores, they're
not taking it back.
They ain't taking it back.
So at least 50% of what you paid. That's the rule of thumb. At least 50. You can sell it nowadays. There's tons of consignment stores buying clothing. There's Depop. There's OfferUp. There's
even Plato's Closet.
Don't go there.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
Anyways.
I do like that you mentioned like a round 2 or something, right? Because those guys they're kind of manipulating and kind of setting the bar when it comes to how they value some of the certain pieces.
Yeah, so definitely just keep this in mind. And one thing I gotta say is when it comes to designer, probably the worst resale value you will ever come across. Like you're not gonna get anything back.
Rich.
It's gonna be also hard to find a buyer too.
You know how many times I try to flip my Gucci slides? Nobody wants them. Everyone either has them or nobody just wants to take them in. It's just too much of a risk.
Gucci! But Tan, you did wear the hell out of those. So,
I got my use, but I couldn't. Let it go.
Yeah, that's why I never really think it's a dumb decision buying like hyped Travis Scott sneakers.
Exactly.
Like sometimes you could buy a sneaker, wear it, and then it was going up in value as you were wearing it. Just sell it again. So it's
kind of like a used car.
A used car, So definitely just be mindful of what type of resale value some of these pieces have. There are certain brands.
Stay away from brand new designer.
Yeah, if we could just give an umbrella statement, stay away from designer unless you got it like that. You're not caring about recycling your money.
Exactly.
All right, so last but not least right here, before you purchase an item, you got to ask yourself, how wearable is that item? Do you see yourself actually wearing it to something that you would attend?
Basically, how much will you rotate this piece?
Exactly.
I feel like a lot of brands, they'll have like their flashy pieces. You kind of want to gravitate away from those ones. For instance, like a Saint Laurent teddy jacket. As much as we love all the cool colors, it'd be okay to just kind of gravitate towards more of like the neutral color,
the ones
black,
you can wear more
safe.
Frequently. Recently we were considering the blue one, and like that's one of those pieces. If you rock that one time, you're just
gonna get called out even if you wait to wear it 6 months down the road.
If you wear it one more time, you're like the guy that just wears that all the time because it's so flashy and flamboyant.
Exactly.
So obviously it's not very wearable is what we're saying, but something a little bit more low-key like the forest green one or the black one, that's wearable. That's like you could just rock that frequently. It's not gonna just stand out in someone's mind all the time.
Exactly. This is why when it comes to picking out wardrobe, I feel like going with the earth tones, neutral colors, it's just safe.
It's important. It's easy to rock too.
Easy to rock, pairs well with almost any sneaker.
Yeah.
You could bring it back seasons and years down the road, and no one's gonna call you out.
True, and we're not saying do not buy the flashy pieces, blah blah blah, because there are certain times. Like I was just saying, if I was gonna go into this one event recently, I was gonna buy the blue teddy jacket because I was like, I'm trying to be seen, I'm trying to flash, But for everyday purposes and to the everyday casual lifestyle, you might not want to consider the super flashy unwearable pieces.
Man.
So, all right. All right, guys. Thank you for checking out that 5 things you need to think about before you purchase a pair of sneakers or a clothing item.
We all think about these, so it's like it's cool to see it on a list.
Yeah, like formally put it on a list. Maybe you guys might want to check mark the whole thing before you purchase, something expensive.
Not a bad play.
Not a bad play. We're just trying to help you guys out. If you guys are new here to the channel, please make sure you guys are subscribed. Hit that like button. Make sure you guys follow Tan's Instagram. Leave a comment down below. And until next time, we out.
Peace.